All right, the handouts you don't necessarily have to have in your hands at this instant because we are going to go over everything else, and during the process, if we need more, she'll continue to print them out. Thank you very much, everybody, for showing up. And as I've been mentioning, this is the squash all the rumors and everything else you're hearing about Hotwire. I am not here to sell you on Hotwire. I am just here to go through what's in that information that's sitting in your hands and laps, or what's going to be coming shortly. And get everything straightened out for you so you can digest this information over the weekend. So when you guys are coming in on the 1st and the 2nd of July to speak with the people from Hotwire, you'll have a better understanding what they're talking about. All right? So my number one question I keep getting from everybody, because of the amount of work that we've been putting in for the electrical and the Hotwire network, is, why do you need so much space in my cupboard? Well, as you look on the screen, this is the amount of equipment that's being installed in each and every resident. So on the left-hand side, you'll see the little gray box. This is called an ONT device. This brings in the fiber into the residential location. From there, it goes to Hotwire's router. Then it goes to a Euro device, which is the AP, which delivers the Wi-Fi signal. So when we saw this install in the apartments, both Jim, myself, Lenny, and the CEO had looked at it and said, no way, none of the residents want this in their apartments, and that's the reason why we spent so much time trying to figure out where to hide this stuff. And the best solution for everybody, hands down, and for us to know where the equipment was, to be able to access it, was inside of your cupboard or their pantry, whichever you want to describe it. It's a top shelf. It takes up a total of 18 by 12 inches, but it can be spread out into a linear fashion, portrait, or landscape, but it will fit inside, and it's going to be tucked away so you guys don't have to have the eyesore of it or touch it or turn it off by mistake. All right? Now, just a little bit of history for this. Everybody is worried about the current cabling in their houses. How is Hotwire going to deliver it? We have so many problems with the current system that we have right now. Everybody has a coax drop. They use coax cables and they use coax splitters to be able to get the internet signal and your TV signal to all your devices in your residence. This stuff is going way the dodo bird. You will not be using it. After Hotwire installs all their equipment, if you see this in your apartments, it's non-viable. It doesn't work, it's no good. So if you want to get rid of the cables, let somebody from maintenance know, and we'll come by and we'll grab the cabling. But this is no more the eyesore you're going to be able to see. Now, with that being said, Hotwire is currently on site, and I'm sure you guys have seen the digging, you've heard the noises, you've heard about the sprinkler breaks. They're bringing in fiber to every single resident. Every single resident is going to be getting, with the introductory package, what you see here on the left-hand side, which is their Fusion HDMI Hotwire stick. You do not need a smart TV to be able to run the program. If so long as there's an HDMI input on your TV, Hotwire will work. Your TV then turns into a smart TV because all of the apps, programs, everything else you subscribe to runs from this HDMI device that gets plugged in. You're going to say, well, what about the cable to get to it? This is a wireless device. There is no cables to it except for a power cord. It's a very thin little power cord that gets plugged into the wall behind your TV. So this gets delivered. This delivers the information to your TV set for you to be able to view. On the right-hand side, you're going to see the remote that gets delivered with your new subscription. For a lot of you, you're going to say, oh, that looks just like my TiVo remote. It is a TiVo remote, but it is not a TiVo remote. Fusion Hotwire has integrated into their system TiVo technology. So when you turn on your TV, if you all can remember from the last presentation they had, the menu screen looks identical to what TiVo shows you. There will be no more TV channel 2 that you currently have with Senior TV. When you turn it on, you're always going to see, if you click the menu button, the actual screen, you'll be able to scroll through dates and times and be able to select programs that you can record, and they will show you how to use the buttons on this remote. They also probably give you this handout that you can see on the right-hand side, which does give you an explanation as to what each button does. But when they sit down with you, they will go through all the instructions. Does anybody else still need a copy of the handout? All right, she's still printing them off and she'll be right back. Everybody here knows we get 113 channels. The first 5 channels you get on senior TV don't do anything for you. It's a channel guide, info plate, a placeholder, and a movie channel for us. Then the cable starts up to about, I believe it was 109 for the music, and the music channel starts. The new Hotwire system comes in with an extra 47 channels. You'll see in the handout, once you get them in your hands, I have included what the new channel lineup is. I still get questions. Are we going to get Jewish TV? Am I going to get Smithsonian? What you see listed on both of those sheets is what we are subscribed to in our basic package that we're offering. There are abilities to be able to get additional TV channels, which we're going to discuss a little bit later on, but for the introductory package that everybody's going to be able to subscribe to, these are the channel sets you're going to be able to get. And yes, HBO was negotiated into the price, and it is there for you. I'm just going to leave the screen up for a few seconds so that we can capture that for the recording.
What is replacing channel 3 now?
I do not have specific answers for what is replacing what channel. All I can give to you is the current guide you're going to get, and you can compare it yourselves with what we have here for senior TV. The TV listing is on Uniguest underneath TV selection, I believe.
What is Unigest?
Sorry.
You're saying that there's going to be a TV channel now, but it's on Unigest.
On Uniguest, the current senior TV lineup is on Uniguest.
Oh, okay, Unigest.
Yes.
Oh, I understand. Thank you. You're welcome.
So, this is what you're going to be getting compared to what is currently happening for us here. Senior TV and the internet's delivered to you guys. It's 100 meg service for download and 10 up. I've never seen 10, it's usually around 5, so I'm going to say it's 100 and it's 5. With Hotwire coming in, with fiber, going to be able to deliver you 300 asynchronous. That means 300 upload, 300 download. Much faster experience, much more stable environment. The TV channels, again, there was 102, there's 148 that's going to be for the new Hotwire station, the new Hotwire package. The music channels, we only had 7, and I believe there's 49 new music channels coming with Hotwire, from what I can see. The technology differences between senior and Hotwire is legacy equipment. We are working here off of a very old copper network that runs off of frequencies that are out of whack right now, and unfortunately you guys are experiencing the instability that comes with old technology. The new technology is fiber, it's delivered right to your door. The reliability, I put down good just to try and make things sound well, but it is below average, I hate to tell you. And the new enhanced is reliable and performance-wise, it's 3 times faster. Streaming, there is no support from Centrix. With Hotwire, once they deliver the product to you, you're going to get a 1-800 number that you can call if you're having issues. They will answer all your questions. They'll try and do their best over the phone to be able to solve any of your answers. And we're also always here to try and help you out the best we can. All right, so for current people who have TV, which is senior TV, and internet that is provided by Centrix, you're paying $40 a month. Moving forward to Hotwire, it's going to be $42 a month. This gives you the additional channels we spoke about, and it gives you a faster internet. And with that, you'll get the digital package that you see that's been given to you in your sheets, the HBO package, 2 digital sticks that you saw at the beginning of the presentation so you can run 2 independent TVs, a DVR recording storage device up to 50 hours. Now when they're saying that, this is a device that's actually cloud-based. The current TiVo boxes you have will not work with the new system. Yes, you'll be able to watch what you already have recorded, but it will expire within time because the TiVo needs to be able to communicate back to the cloud, that communicates back to Dish TV, that gets the program information to keep on giving information to you. Once that expires, your current TiVo boxes will not work. They will not work on this network. What they give you instead is a 50-hour digital package. It records, it plays back, it does everything the exact same way that your TiVo devices currently do. The internet again is 300 by 300, and the one wireless router, which you saw earlier, which is the Euro device, is going to be installed, and it is more than enough to cover your resident. If there is issues for coverage, Hotwire has told us that they will make sure and they'll remedy any kind of issues like that. All right, so now, with the basic package of $42 a month with everything else, there's other items and incentives that you can look at to purchase from Hotwire. These are not required by you at all. But if there's items like you want to have more than 50 hours of storage on your DVR, or you have more than 2 TVs that you would like to be able to have Hotwire running on, here's the pricing schedule for you. And again, it's all in the pamphlets you have in your hands. We're going to get this recorded and make sure it's up on Unigas. You can also bump up the speed of the internet. If you're not happy with 300, which I don't know who wouldn't be, but you can bump up to 500, and I think they will offer, or they do offer a gig and a half. So they got some pretty fast speeds they can offer to you. That's more than enough for anybody, but if this is something you're interested in, this is going to be a cost above and beyond the $42 basic package. This is going to be completely your responsibility, and if you like it that quick, you're more than welcome to it. They do offer phone services. A lot of people, I'd say the majority of the people who have migrated from the old copper telephone line, which is CenturyLink, and CenturyLink will not come into our community anymore to install old phone lines. The majority of the people have moved to an UMA type service, which is a VoIP service, which is voice over internet. It's basically a wireless device that connects to your Wi-Fi and actually produces your actual phone number to be able to call people in and out. It will still work on the Hotwire service. Hotwire does offer a phone service. You're more than welcome to explore that, but you do not have to take the package from them if you want to have your phones working. And again, lastly for the presentation portion of it, please make sure you are here for either the July 1st or July 2nd. They are going to go over it, they're going to sell you on the product, they will give you more information and bedazzle you with what they have. I am just here to give you the facts and tell you what you get with the base package. Now, on that date, they're going to be setting up scheduled times for them to come back and sit down with you one-on-one to make sure that you understand what you're going to get and if you want anything else, and set up a time when they can come to your resident to be able to install and set up Hotwire for you. LifeSpace has generously offered this up to everybody who's here until the go-live date of Hotwire. Once that go-live date happens, and if you do not want Hotwire, you're more than welcome to find a different carrier. But if you miss that date of when it starts up, on the, I believe it's August 28th, I think it's close to that, you will be susceptible to the new pricing afterwards. I do not know what that new pricing afterwards is, but it'll be substantial, and it'll probably be equal to what the other providers offer. There's some people in here that already have Spectrum, and I'm sure you guys can talk amongst one another and find out what they're paying for it. But again, we're offering this number, the $42 a month, up to everybody who's currently here. To the turn-up date afterwards, it will be done at a higher rate. And with that, I will open up to questions, unless, hold on one second, unless Lenny has something else he would like to. I do not. We will get those paper copies out, I promise, before the end. He's gone to the printer. All right, so let's start on the right-hand side. First questions, anybody?
Is that number that you call, is it available 24/7?
Yes, so their support line, the question was the number that's going to be supplied by Hotwire is at a 24/7-hour support call. My understanding from all the paperwork I've seen is yes, it's a 24-hour support center call. Yes?
So will the hot stick be portable in that? If I have guests coming and I want to turn on their TV in the guest room, can I take it from somewhere else and plug it in?
So the question is the Hotwire stick portable? It is portable so long as you're within the community and you're on the Hotwire network. You can move from TV to TV or device to device within inside of your resident, but if you're going up to New Jersey to visit relatives, you cannot take it with you and plug it in and work. On the right-hand side, anybody else? Okay, how can I help you? Where can we find you? All right. Let's start through the center. Yes.
2 questions.
Yes.
Our lounges,
TVs in our lounge, is it gonna be the same setup there?
The question was, is the TV setups in all the lounges going to be the same as what you see inside your resident? Yes, it will be. There will be the same remote, same channel stack, and same channels you can access. Second question? That's okay. Go.
Digital premium.
Yes. Yes.
I know it adds the encore channel, but does it also add like additional sports?
So the question was, the digital premium package, what other channels do you get with it? I do not know at this time. It was not released to me, but it should be brought with the Hotwire team on the 1st and 2nd to be able to give you guys full information. If not, if one of you 80 lovely people have shown up, please write it down and make sure you bring that question up on the 1st and 2nd. Yes.
And I have TiVo in the living room. In the bedroom, I have an old VCR. Will I still be able to use that?
So the question is about devices that are hooked up to your TV. The TiVo again will not work. The TiVo is dead. Once Hotwire is running, your TiVo will not work anymore. Other devices being VHS, DVDs, CD players, if they're plugged into separate inputs into the TV, they will continue to work. Yes, at the back.
Wi-Fi IDs, I assume those will be changing, so we'll have to reconfigure all our devices.
So, the question is, what do we do about the new Wi-Fi IDs that are coming with Hotwire? That means, when you guys are in your residence, you'll see, for example, if you live in A100, your Wi-Fi is called A100. And there's a password that is going to be taped to your current modem. They are going to do their best that when they come in and set up everything, they're going to continue moving forward with that. The problem is, I've only been here for a year. I've only probably touched a third of the modems that are out there. And having a SSID, your Wi-Fi being A100 and your password being password does not work well anymore. So they will be updating those passwords and making them a little more complicated. They will set up the rest of the devices with inside of the residence on that new, and they will give you the new password. I am still here to be able to help you guys out to be able to set up devices afterwards, so long as I've got the password, and from my understanding, they give me a wireless portal that I can log into that I can remotely see if things are working for you. If not, I can come by, I can definitely take a look. If I'm not able to solve the problem, that 1-800 number is going to be your best friend. Through the center, everybody's good? Left center. Yes.
If you have an LG TV, you get an extra 100 so channels, and it comes over the internet. And I noticed some of the numbers for those channels are used for this. Are you going to be able to still get those?
So the question is, on some of the current smart TVs, if you have it hooked up to Wi-Fi, you get some free digital channels through different subscriptions. LG has their own, Sony has their own, Samsung has their own. Those channels, yes, some of them are listed with inside of that TV guide I just passed out. They are still accessible. If at all, when they're updating their equipment and you lose those channels, again, call 1-800 and they'll be able to get them back for you. Next question in the center left.
Do you have to sign up for one of these sessions?
Sorry, I just
Do you have to sign up for one of these sessions? Or
No, you do not have to sign up for the sessions. Last time we did try doing the signups and nobody seemed to be able to get that set up. We're just leaving the times open. So those 2 days, those 3 times, please make sure you're here for one of them. In the center left, yes.
The Hotwire stick, can you use a different smart TV interface like an Apple TV?
As long as there's an HDMI input, I don't see why you cannot. That is a good question. You should bring it up with them on the 1st or 2nd.
What was the question again?
Oh, I'm sorry. He was asking if you can use the Hotwire HDMI stick on other devices like Apple TV and whatnot. But I don't know if why would you have your interface go in?
Different question. The question was, can I use an Apple TV instead of the Hotwire stick?
No, to use the Hotwire subscription, no. It has to be through the Hotwire HDMI stick. Anybody else in the center left? All right, far left side. Yes.
How long is the $42 rate good for?
My understanding is, because we're halfway through the year, the $42 is good to the end of the year, and I believe it carries over into next. Afterwards, that is something to be discussed with the powers that be, and Jim would be able to be better suited to answer that question, and he's marching down here to protect me, so I do appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. The way we're going to grandfather everyone in is if you currently are on the system, you're currently a resident here, all right, you automatically get grandfathered in if you move over to this system. Anybody who moves in after the system is in place is going to be paying the going rate. Now, if you choose to utilize a different provider, that's fine. All right, that's not a problem at all. However, if you decide, wow, you know what, I want to go over to Hotwire afterwards, you're going to be paying the rate. All right. So I think pretty much everybody in this room, you're grandfathered in. All right. So you're grandfathered in at that 42. Probably not the right word to use, but you're suitable for the $42 rate. All right. Everyone understand that? Oh, for how many months? Well,
Are they gonna raise the rate?
good question.
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know if I have a good answer. All right. You know, it's got to be. It's going to have to be at least a year and a half, if not more. We'll have to find that out. All right. Good question. It's not going to be 6 months and all of a sudden it goes up.
Right.
All right. So.
What is the other rate?
I'm sorry.
What is the other rate for those who take it?
They haven't given that to us yet, but it'll probably be closer to market rate. You know, if you were to go out and, if you were to go out into the street and purchase these services, what would it normally run? 120, 130 a month? Yes, I mean, it's a tremendous value, all right? And certainly when we get them here, we'll be able to pepper them with all sorts of questions too, okay? Yeah.
Sorry, we're just going off on the left-hand side, we'll come back to secondary questions. Yes, go ahead. Yep.
I just like to clarify, if you have multiple TVs in your home and you buy the package that'll give you two connections, as I understand it, and you said you can switch the remote and use it on another TV, will that TV be accessible to all this?
So the question is moving your HDMI sticks around to multiple devices inside your resident. My understanding is yes, you can remove it from your main TV, walk it into your bedroom, plug it in, and it'll work so you can go to bed at night watching our show program. The TV that you remove the HDMI from will no longer work. It has to have the HDMI stick plugged in order to be able to watch the HDMI, the Hotwire network. Does that answer the question?
Maybe for everybody else, but not me. Are you saying if we have an extra television in the extra bedroom, and we also have two others, that either one of the bedroom will have to remove something from the TV and take it into the bedroom?
So I'll try and make that, so the question again is how many TVs can you watch at once with two devices? I'll try and make it as very simple as possible. If you have 5 TVs, you have 2 sticks, only 2 of those TVs will work at any given time. If you want the other 3 to work, you need to be able to rent the actual the Hotwire stick, the HDMI stick that they have offered up. And I believe it was $8.99 per stick, so that means every TV you want, it's gonna be $8.99 to add on afterwards. But you get 2 HDMI sticks with the package they're offering. Yes?
Last year, or maybe 2 years ago, they put modems in our ceiling, 2 of them. Is that for this?
So the question was, what about the modems that were installed on our ceilings over the last couple of years? Those were put in from the previous ISP that we were gonna go with. That fell through. The equipment is still viable. It's something that we're looking at maybe utilizing later on in the future. But currently right now, it does nothing for you guys, and it will not hinder any way Hotwire being able to install their systems and get it working for you. Anybody else on the left side? Coming back to the center. You first had your hand up?
No.
No? Okay. Yes.
I currently have UMA. Will that be affected by this at all?
You have what?
Yes, so UMA will still work within the Wi-Fi confines of Hotwire. We'll just have to get it set up working on the Wi-Fi for you.
All right, now I have 2 TVs, one that is already, I guess, set up for smart TV, thank you. Yeah, one smart TV and then I guess one dumb TV.
So again, the question is about the technology you currently have in your houses. If you have a newer TV and an older TV, one's a smart TV, one is not. It doesn't matter if your TV or your device is smart, so long as there is an HDMI input that you can plug that device in, Hotwire will be able to deliver the channels to you.
Okay, because like today, currently, I just get senior TV, number one, and the other one gets all the.
Correct, but the senior TV, so I'm gonna get one more point for senior TV in a minute, but let me finish off the questions.
I did not understand about Apple. You're saying it will not work with this?
No, I did not say that. Unfortunately, the question got confused. Apple TV will still work. It'll still be plugged into a different input on your TV. It has nothing to do with Hotwire. Yes?
You can use Wi-Fi separately, even though they have Hotwire. If you go to an input, you can still go to using Wi-Fi.
So this is a part of my ending part of my speech to you guys. The question was, can you still use the TV and use the Hotwire and use the Wi-Fi? Yes, it's on 2 separate channels, 2 different frequencies, everything's fine. The TV's delivered in one method, the Wi-Fi is delivered in another. The Wi-Fi is controlled by the Euro device you saw in the beginning slide, the little white box, whereas the TV signal is controlled through the HDMI stick. Now going forward, to understand something, this package is offered as a package. That's the reason it's called a package. You cannot say, oh, I just want TV, oh, I just want internet. When you're going ahead with this, at $42 a month, you're getting all these channels and you're getting the internet. So a lot of you will say, well, I'm just taking senior TV, I'm not paying for it, I don't want internet. It doesn't work that way moving forward. And as of the turn-up date, we no longer are subscribed to Centrix. Centrix is gone. So your senior TV, is right. Your senior TV and your current Wi-Fi will no longer work. When the turn-up happens, when you guys have Hotwire, when they begin lighting up everybody to get them working. And again, it looks like it's gonna be around August 28th, somewhere in that week. So once that starts turning up, senior TV and your current internet will not work anymore. Yes?
As they come in and hook this up, are they gonna take the old stuff away?
Question was, as they are hooking you guys up, are you taking the old stuff away? I'm not too sure what the old stuff means. Hopefully it's not you. Yes, the TiVo devices, those are something you can try and recycle or sell on Amazon if you feel they're still in good shape. But I do not think they'd be taking away any old equipment. That's going to be something. So the modems we will take back in. The black devices that currently provide you guys with internet, we will take those in. But the rest of it, I'll have to talk to Jim and Lenny because it's going to be a lot of electronics. Okay. What about the TiVo and everything else?
We can take a look at that.
We'll take a look at it. We'll get back to you on that answer.
When will the villas get the boxes?
You guys are turning up the exact same time as everybody else.
No, I'm sorry, we haven't had anything installed.
So in the villas, again, on the previous presentations, the majority of the villas that already have comm boxes, these are boxes that are either located outside of your, actually they're always located near your washing machine and dryer. There's a white box in the wall that currently houses your modem. That is where they're going to be putting the new equipment into. For everybody else who doesn't already have one of those, and we're starting to walk around and do surveys, we're going to show you where they're going to install the equipment and how much coverage is going to have in your villa to make sure that everything is working well for you guys. If need be, if we cannot find a suitable spot, we will work on getting electrical set up properly for you, just like we have for the buildings. I'm going on that side, going on the side one more time. Yes?
John, is there a redundancy plan in case the new internet goes down?
Jim's going to get on a bike and start pedaling like a little mouse to give you guys more power. The question was, is there a redundancy plan in place? That is what part of the that is what part of those boxes that were put in previously are put into some type of design, and we're looking at making sure we have a failover. I'm not saying it's going to work right now, but it is something that the IT department and the head office is looking into because they understand the importance of everything working. Yes?
Netflix, so is that one of the packages?
So the question is Netflix. A lot of you guys have streaming channels. Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, MLB, anything you're currently subscribed to, you do not need to rebuy through Hotwire. These subscriptions, it's like going on a computer, going onto your tablet, going onto a TV. If you have your login credentials, you'll be able to sign in. You do not have to sign up again with Hotwire. Okay, left side, last call. 1, 2, 3, okay. Left center, yes.
The HDMI, just for understanding, the HDMI
So again, with the HDMI stick that you guys are gonna receive from Hotwire, this delivers the actual TV channels and services to your display. You can move it device to device, but you shouldn't need to move it device to device. And you get 2 of them. So I'll give you a scenario again. If you have 5 TVs, pick out the 2 that you watch most. If you really want to be able to take a relative in for a couple of days and they have a spare TV in the bedroom, take from your TV in your bedroom, you can plug it in, yes, it'll work. But the TV you remove it from will not work. It has to have the actual device. It has to have the HDMI stick plugged into that device to be able to deliver the TV channel. Yes?
So my understanding is we're gonna get a new remote here, right?
Correct. You're getting 2 remotes, and they both are identical like this. And
Along
as
with my 3 other remotes that I have.
well, you can join this gentleman with him. We can start up a collection. All right.
You won't need those.
No, I was going to say, do not remove your original remotes you have for your TVs. If you have a Samsung TV, keep that Samsung remote, because sometimes when you have these universal remotes, they cannot get into the proper settings to be able to do some of the setups.
So we won't have to use some of our remotes now?
No, once they get in, they're going to program these, and it's going to control everything for you.
Okay.
Sorry, at the back.
How about if you have a dumb TV with Roku on it? Will Roku work, or don't you need it?
Roku will still work if it's plugged into a different input. If you have an HDMI 1, you put Hotwire in HDMI 2, switch the input on the TV and it'll work. I'll move along to the center right.
Could you say that again?
Center right, 1 second. All right, the question was, now I've forgotten, just walking this far. Okay. Been hanging around you guys far too long. So the Roku device, he was asking if the Roku device will continue to work. If the Roku device is plugged in HDMI 1, you plug in the Hotwire HDMI stick and HDMI 2, change the input on the TV, it will work, both of them. You just gotta change from what input you wanna be able to watch. So input 1 has Roku, you put on input 1, Roku works. Turn your TV to HDMI 2, which is plugged in to number 2, the Hotwire stick, that input works for Hotwire. Are you still looking? Did it kind of answer your question? Yeah. Not clear. I'll slow it down a little bit afterwards. All right. Oh my! I thought it was going to be the last round, but really quickly, yes.
I don't know if you already went over this. I know you get the 2 sticks.
Correct.
But you only get the 1 remote?
No. The question is, you get 2 sticks, 1 remote. No, you get 2 remotes for 2 sticks, 2 separate TVs.
Okay.
All right. Next, really quick.
If you have something hooked up to HDMI for music, for instance, or will that still work, or do you have to take it off?
Most TVs have a minimum of 2 HDMI inputs. I've not seen very many that don't have that. They're usually 3 to 5. So long as you have a free input device, HDMI, for that stick to work, you will be okay. Yes.
Okay, I know it's a dumb question. It's on the recording storage. Can you delete and record?
Correct. You get 50 hours of recording, so that's 50 shows. That's a lot of shows to catch up on. Once they're done, you can either save them or you can delete them.
And then you can record again.
And you can record again. You get a total of 50 hours, and you can see in the package you can buy extra recording time. All right, last call. Yes.
My second TV might not last forever, so if it's plugged in now and then later I want to replace it.
So she's asking if her current TV dies and you bring in a new one, will it be okay? Yes. Has an HDMI plug-in, just plug it in and there you
Just
go.
plug the same thing in there.
Yes.
And do the thing.
All right, last one for somebody. Who wants it? Going once, going twice. Enjoy your day, folks. Thank you very much for coming out. Did everybody